John F. Kelly, the White House Chief of Staff, in the Oval Office last week. Tom BrennerThe New York Times. If, by appearing on Laura Ingraham's show on Monday night, John F. Kelly was trying to damage control after the indictments of 3 of President Trump's associates earlier in the day, it did not work. Instead, Mr. Kelly, the White House Chief of Staff, resurrected the debate over Confederate monuments, previously fueled by his boss, President Trump, over the summer, and the Confederacy itself. He called Robert E. Lee an honorable man who gave up his country to fight for his state, said that men and women of good faith on both sides made their stand where their conscience had them make their stand, and argued that the lack of ability to compromise caused the Civil War. Christina Wilkie, a reporter for CNBC, used Twitter to live-blog Monday's interview on the Fox News program The Ingraham Angle. Her tweet quoting Mr. Kelly's lack of ability to compromise statement spread quickly. Wow, Jen. John Kelly just said the lack of ability to compromise led to the Civil War. Compromise on what, exactly? Christina Wilkie at Christina Wilkie, October 31, 2017. The reaction was swift and unforgiving, with many commenters ridiculing Mr. Kelly for suggesting that slavery was an issue on which a compromise could or should have been reached. Nope. No. We're not doing this. Slavery was what they would compromise over. Slavery. https://t.collequelpage Jason Kander at Jason Gander, October 31, 2017. John Kelly, the dinosaurs should they compromised with a comet. Victor Laval at Victor Laval, October 31, 2017. Within less than 2 hours, the Rev. Martin Luther King Jr.'s daughter Bernice King had weighed in on Mr. Kelly's description of Robert E. Lee as honorable, criticizing him for making fighting to maintain slavery courageous. It's irresponsible, dangerous, especially when white supremacists feel emboldened, to make fighting to maintain slavery courageous. https://t.cock2x7qhg7mbA King at Bernice King, October 31, 2017. Other people referred disapprovingly to Mr. Kelly's reputation as a voice of reason and discipline within the Trump administration, the adult in the room, the person keeping, or at least trying to keep, Mr. Trump under control. Please stop referring to John Kelly as one of the adults. https://t.coldler47pqfb Ankit Panda at NKTPND, October 31, 2017. Kelly is not a savior or hostage. This is John Kelly. Always has been. Too many got blinded by the uniform. https://t.con1oct Juliet Km at Juliet Km, October 31, 2017. Anybody that says John Kelly is the moral consciousness of the White House is gravely mistaken. John Kelly is the swamp. Finn, Sri Rock Hart at Shrich, October 31, 2017. And many pointed out that, in fact, many attempts were made to avert the Civil War through compromise, that is, by agreeing to allow slavery in some places. The Missouri Compromise, in 1820, admitted Missouri to the Union as a slave state. In exchange, it admitted Maine as a free state and barred slavery in most parts of the Louisiana Purchase territory north of a specified latitude. The Compromise of 1850 eliminated the slave trade from Washington, D.C., but also required citizens of free states to aid in the capture of fugitive slaves. The Kansas-Nebraska Act, which replaced the Missouri Compromise in 1854, let citizens of Kansas and Nebraska decide whether to allow slavery. And, of course, there was the compromise that aided the very passage of the Constitution, the Three-Fifths Compromise, which counted slaves as three-fifths of a person for the purposes of congressional districting. If John Kelly isn't a complete idiot, John Hudak, a senior fellow at the Brookings Institution, a public policy research organization, tweeted late Monday, "He's at least 35ths of the way there."